Alright guys, welcome back to KBR Sports, the best sports show your 24-hour day. Make sure you guys must be listening on SoundCloud, YouTube, Rabble TV, Spreaker, or iTunes. And if you have anything you guys want to say, leave a comment or call the number 571-991-0566. The last topic of the night, we're going to talk about, like I said, our weekly, bi-weekly Will Russell Westbrook win MVP discussion. Last time we talked, I said, if Kawhi got the first seed, he'd be strong MVP candidate. James Harden, if he just maintained, probably your MVP. LeBron James, if he somehow turned it on and kept his play up that he had been playing recently, I think he was averaging at the time 26, 8, and 10 or somewhere around there, on like 64% shooting or something crazy like that. And if Russ had to climb standings. Here we are today, as of March 17th. He's now 5th. And no, he's 6th. I'm sorry, he's 6th. But Jazz, 4th seed. They are within striking distance. There's plenty of time for him to catch up. If he climbs to that 4th seed, can he win MVP? I was this. They did a poll on media members turned the poll, just 106 members. It wasn't official or anything. It was just a kind of guess and see where they're at right now. Rushing is second, 110 points ahead of Kawhi, which is probably 110 points ahead of Kawhi Leonard, but 140 points behind James Harden. That's with him being. This was done when he was in the 7th seed on the side. So, if he jumps to the 4th seed, do I think he can climb up and snatch 140 more votes? It's just a guesstimate, of course, but I'm going to use it as a barometer. Do I think he can snatch 140 more votes? No. James Harden right now, as long as James Harden doesn't play bad, if he just finishes out the season just maintaining at this point, he's going to win MVP. Kawhi is now a game and a half behind Golden State for first seed. I think the Kawhi has kind of died down. When he got his concussion, it really threw him off. The battle of the back was within a perfect game for him to just be like, this is my MVP. I'm going to take it right here and right now. We're going to beat. They did end up beating the Warriors, but it wasn't without him, and it wasn't without all the star players playing. And then missing the 2 or 3 games he missed with the concussion, being in the concussion protocol, and then even though now he's going to come back, the hype is just kind of died off of him. And James Harden had that great game. He had a great game against the Spurs anyway. And the Kawhi hype was off was 12 out of 10 when he got that block on James Harden. If he just kept that going, I do think, and he stole the 1 seed. I think people would have been looking at that moment like, this is the moment Kawhi won MVP. You would have seen the photoshops of the MVP trophy in James Harden's hand and Kawhi blocking it. And his hype would have just been real. But now that James Harden had that game, and then you backed it up with outplaying LeBron and posting a triple double and leading the Rockets against the Cavs. He played phenomenal in that game, right on national TV. Kind of brought the hype back to James Harden, but if Russell Westbrook just kind of sitting there, it's just the hype is not there now. And as much as the MVP trophy is about numbers and where you are, it's also about narrative. And the narrative is right now, James Harden is doing the most he can with a good cast. We don't think his team is amazing, but it's a very good cast. And the narrative's going that he's the facilitator, he's the engine that makes the team go. But he's the best one that in the league right now. He's nobody you can put anybody else in the system right now that can get you the efficiency, the 3-point shooting, the whole package like he's giving you right now on offense and as well as playmaking. And Russ does give you the whole package in terms of rebounding, scoring, and assisting. But you're gonna get James doesn't have the selfish light put on him like Russell Westbrook does. Russell Westbrook takes 35 shots. Best believe the next day people are asking, did Russ really need to take 35 shots? And he only made 11 of those. Whereas James Harden could put 35 shots. And it's like, James Harden has to do. He has to do it. And he's got 13 assists along with 4 turnovers. You'll live with the 35 shots. He doesn't do it as often as Russell Westbrook does as well, which helps him out. So he has the unselfish narrative going. He has the people are having career years with him going for him. Where as Russ just kind of has the triple double hype going for him, and people are excited for the triple double. But the MVP hype is just kind of like, Russ, it was a good year. You had a great year, but you're not having a good year as James Harden is. So I still personally think he's going to finish third. I absolutely think Kawhi is going to finish the season strong. He's been playing strong all the second half of the season. I still think he's going to finish a strong third. Russ will finish second. Sorry, Kawhi will finish second. Russ will finish third. LeBron will finish fourth. Isaiah Thomas will finish fifth. That'll be your top five. And I can't see at this point Russell Westbrook making up to James Harden. At this point, I just can't see what he'd have to. He would have to post like 5 20 games. At this point, I just can't. The only thing I can see, like, people be like, man, that is absolutely. He's probably gonna finish with the season with averaging a triple double, which is amazing in itself. But just catching James Harden, it was, I mean, a rebound and a half essentially away from averaging a triple double himself. On 2 less points, on better efficiency, 1 less assist, on like 8% less usage. PER is like right below his. Game efficiency is right below his. It's just not enough of a gap to make up the gap in the standings. So we continue, and so I don't know if this will be the biggest. It would probably have to be the biggest MVP, like, guy averaging a triple double and not winning MVP. It probably had to be the worst, the best season never winning MVP at this point. I mean, you had years. I mean, like Hakeem averaging like 24 and 12. You had Malone averaging like 27, 28 points a game, and losing to Jordan, and losing to Barkley, and losing to Hakeem. And it's like, even those years, I mean, you're still getting a guy who's averaging 30 points a game. 30 points a game while averaging 10 assists, 10 rebounds. He's not going to win MVP. That just has to be the craziest year. You will probably never see a season. I'm not going to say that. But you probably won't see a season like this from another player. I know Russ maybe will do it again next year. If he has a triple double back-to-back years, that has to be like the craziest stretch of basketball anybody's ever played. I mean, 2 back-to-back. He was close to a triple double last year. I mean, he averaged 20, 23, 20, he averaged 24, 8, and 10 last year. He was close last year. I mean, he's still going to have a bum team. Not a bum team. But he's still not going to have a great team around him. He's still going to have pretty much the same team as they're already capped out around him. And they already maxed out Oladipo and they maxed out Steven Adams. So they're not going to really be able to add talent. He's going to have pretty much the same team. So, I mean, it'd be a crazy stretch of basketball. Back-to-back years of averaging triple-double. I'm trying to think of anything that would even touch, like, even Jordan's greatest stretch of basketball, where 91 through 93 probably would be his best. I mean, overall, Jordan would be the better player, obviously. But to average a triple double for 2 years, that's a ton of energy being expanded, just to be like the fifth seed and losing like the first or second round in the playoffs. That's a tough pill to swallow. It's like if he just had one other superstar, one other top 3 player in the league playing alongside him, maybe they can go to the finals. Maybe they can win a championship. But it's not the case, as he is now the Warriors. But guys, it's been real. It's been a solid hour. I'm glad we got this time together, guys. We know it's been a long time, but next week we will be back at our normal time. So I leave you guys with this quote: "Plan for what is difficult while it do it." Let me just start that all over again because that was awful. Plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. So guys, just like you guys sticking with me today, stick with whatever you're doing. Whether it be school, whether it be work, whether it be picking up a hobby, picking up a language, picking up anything. Stick with it, because you know what? You will be great at it. You guys have a great weekend.